In Outliers, Malcolm Gladwell tries to show us how the myth of the self-made man is, well, a myth. Let's take a famous example, Bill Gates. We tend to think about such men as people who made it thanks to the power of their mind and the quantity of their work. And, of course, there's truth in that. No one will pretend that Bill Gates is dumb or lazy. But consider the following facts. Gates' father was a wealthy lawyer in Seattle, and his mother was the daughter of a well-to-do banker. What would have been Gates' life if he was born poor? His parents took him out of public school and, at the beginning of 7th grade, sent him to Lakeside, a private school that catered to Seattle's elite families. This school installed what was called an ICR-33 teletype, which was a time-sharing terminal with a direct link to a mainframe computer in downtown Seattle. Bill Gates got to the real-time programming as an 8th grader in 1968. This is an extremely rare opportunity at the time. Buying time on the mainframe computer the ICR was hooked up to was, of course, expensive even for a wealthy institution like Lakeside. But the parents raised more money. One of the founders of a tech firm had a son at this school, and Gates thus had the opportunity to do extra programming in the weekends for free. He lived from walking distance of the University of Washington and was able to use its free computer. An acquaintance proposed to Gates and a friend a programming job while they were still in high school, and the school was okay with them leaving. He was born in the perfect year to have all of these opportunities. For example, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, and Eric Smith were all born in 1955. All of that allowed him to have an exceptional training in programming. So it's easy to agree that the success of Bill Gates, without denying his personal qualities, is in good part due to his family background and the opportunities he had by sheer luck. And Bill Gates says himself that he was very lucky. Malcolm Gladwell, of course, uses a lot of other examples to make his point, but here is a perfect quote to sum it up. People don't rise from nothing. We do owe something to parentage and patronage. The people who stand before kings may look like they did it all by themselves, but in fact, they are invariably the beneficiaries of hidden advantage and extraordinary opportunities and cultural legacies that allow them to learn and work hard and make sense of the world in ways others cannot. It makes a difference where and when we grew up. The culture we belong to and the legacies passed down by our forebears shape the patterns of our achievements in ways we cannot begin to imagine. It's not enough to ask what successful people are like, in other words. It is only by asking where they are from that we can unravel the logic behind who succeeds and who doesn't. So, what can we learn from this? Firstly, that successful people are not to be idolized. The winner often started the race with an advantage, even when that advantage is not obvious at first glance. Secondly, that with or without an advantage, work and persistence matter. We are not entirely at the mercy of our origin. Thirdly, that once we understand that success comes in good part from unequal opportunities, we can work as a society to give more opportunities to more people. After all, if a bright child cannot get an education because his poor parents never taught him how to behave socially, the missed potential of his child is a loss for the whole society.